Hello everyone! Today's highly requested topic is how I travel with my cosmetic and beauty products. So I've received a lot of questions as to how I pack my brushes and my skincare. So today I'm going to show you how I pack each of those specific category of items. And I'm going to begin with the skincare because I think it's a little easier to discuss. And I pack everything in a ZÜCA pouch. I'm going to start with makeup removal. So I always carry a little bottle of Uemura cleansing oil. This is a travel size. I have a bunch of them, so it just depends on what I grab first. It really doesn't matter. My favorite Uemura cleansing oils are the Anti-Oxy as well as the Ultimate. Those two are my absolute favorites. And now for some more skincare. I have been loving my SK-II Illumination Day Surge UV. This has an SPF of 30, and this is actually the only moisturizer with sunscreen that I can use. It actually dries down pretty well, so it doesn't give you that heavy, greasy, pore clogging feeling that a lot of typical moisturizers with sunscreen tend to have. So this is an exceptional product. It also comes with a pump, which is hygienic and very convenient. So I love this. And of course, I've been traveling with my SK-II Illumination Aura or Aura Bright. This is my serum that I use under makeup. Now, I did want to showcase this little SK-II Facial Treatment Essence Deluxe sample size jar, and I really love this case because it's first of all refillable, and I cannot travel without this. I feel like it's the perfect way to balance my skin before applying any of my skincare again, because my skin dries out so much anytime that I fly. And last but not least, for heavy duty skincare, this is my SK-II Essential Power. This is also a refillable jar, and I love this night cream. I use it sometimes during the day. I don't feel like it works as well under makeup, so that's why I use the Illumination Day Surge. And I usually save this one for nighttime use. Now going back to some more makeup cleansing products, I almost always double cleanse just because I do wear a combination of liquid foundation and powder. So I always carry makeup cleansing wipes, cleanser, and cleansing oil. So a triple combination. Now as far as my SK-II facial treatment cleanser goes, I pack it in little Armani sample jars. These are glass jars, and you can always stop by a counter and ask for little sample sized jars, or you can purchase them online, whatever you prefer. But I really like these Armani ones because they don't leak. And I just pour my cleanser in them. And I also have these wipes. These are my Cupgetto cleansing spa water wipes, and I always use these at night. I reserve them for nighttime use because they do take off makeup really well. And more recently, I've discovered these Ulla Henriksen Truth to Go wipes. I really love the Truth to Go serum, and I love this citrus smell, so I actually like to use these during the day, whether it's as a refresher or to remove makeup. Now, one essential that I must travel with is my Tasha Indigo Soothing Silk hand cream. I've tried tons of hand creams. I do like Laura Mercier's, but the scent's a little strong, and I feel like the Tasha Soothing Silk hand cream is probably the best in terms of performance. I've mentioned before, my body skin is very dry. My hands are especially dry because I wash them all the time, and I feel like the Tasha is the only one that actually repairs the skin on my hands. And I feel like even though it's a little sticky after application during the dry down, after about 30 minutes it truly repairs the skin, and it does have a slightly blue color, but it disappears and turns transparent once you blend it in. And again, it is a squeeze tube, so it is convenient as well as hygienic. So I highly recommend this hand cream. Out of all the hand creams I've ever tried, I do think this is the best. Now for some more body products, I love my Jo Malone's, and this is the English Pear and Freesia cologne. This is the smaller bottle. I forget what size this is. Actually, it says right here, it's 1 fluid ounce, and I love traveling with this size because I can pop it in a purse. It doesn't take up too much space in my little ZÜCA pouch, so I highly recommend this size if you travel. And I also have this as part of a gift set that I purchased. This is from last holiday, so about 6 months ago. This is the English Pear and Freesia body cream. I love Jo Malone's body creams. They dry down quickly, but they still hydrate really well, and they leave a nice little glow on the legs. So it's not too much of a sheen, it's not oily or greasy, so I highly recommend this body cream. It's expensive, but a little goes a long way, and it works really, really well. So I'm all about performance, and I feel like Jo Malone's body cream is one of the best. And last but not least for body, this is my PixieDust Fixation Medium Hold. This is a root uplifting gel, and I absolutely love this stuff. I like gel formulas when it comes to my hair because my hair is much finer up top, so I do need a lot of volume since I have less hair at the crown of my head, and I feel like this is very effective once I blow dry my hair upside down. So I highly recommend PixieDust styling products. They're some of my favorites. I also really like Orbe as well, but I don't travel with it because obviously they'll make me throw out the aerosol bottles, and I really don't want to throw out my Orbe products when I'm at the airport. Now I do carry 2 of my brightening products in this ZÜCA pouch because they don't fit in my makeup bag, which I'll show you next. And these are my By Terry and Becca products. This is the By Terry Cellular Rose CC Lumi Serum in 1 Immaculate Light. I'm totally in love with this product. I use it all the time now as a makeup primer. And this is my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Illuminator SPF 25. And this is my favorite liquid highlighter. It just looks beautiful in person and it photographs even better. So now for the Restore C Recharging Finishing Mist. This is my favorite finishing mist of all time. There are no sulfates, no parabens, no mineral oil, excuse me. And more importantly, there are no silicones in this product. And it just leaves my skin feeling baby soft. It's very expensive, but it is absolutely worth the money. I know a lot of people love Max Fix Plus, but this does not even compare to the Restore C. This Restore C spray is just unbelievably phenomenal. And I just spritz it on if I've over powdered, or sometimes I spray it even before I apply my foundation. So this is a 4.2 ounce bottle, but I haven't had problems with going a little bit over the limit. I travel, like I said, with a lot of products, as you can see now. So if you have one thing over the 3.3 limit, I do think that it's fine. Granted, some people may not want to take the risk, but I cannot travel without this anymore. So I just hope for the best and take it along anyway. And of course, I can't forget my contacts as well as my velour lashes. So I always travel with velour lashes, and no matter where I go, women stop and ask me what lashes I'm wearing. So velour lashes, no matter how expensive they are, they're totally worth the investment because they photograph well, they last really long, and like I said, they generate a lot of interest and they're a great conversation starter. And last but not least, for my skincare ZÜCA bag, I know it fits a ton, right? Are my 2 lash curlers. Most of the time I travel with the Uemura S curler for my false lashes, and then I use my Chanel lash curler just to curl my lashes before applying mascara. So that is it for my skincare bag. And now I'm going to show you my makeup bag. Now before I show you everything that's in my Laura Mercier portfolio, I will share that the contents change a lot. So most of the time I travel with my essentials, but I do change up the lip products the most. So now let me just share with you what the portfolio looks like. It comes with these mesh pouches as well as a brush panel holder. As you can see, you can store brushes on both sides, and there are more pouches on the other side of the portfolio. It zips up all the way around, so your contents are nice and secure. And I did purchase it from Nordstrom recently. I wasn't going to splurge on this because I do have a few travel cases from Bobbi Brown and Dior that I love and use already, but I just thought that this was a nice little zip-up binder to travel with. So I'll start with each of the pouches, which are removable, and I'll start with the top left. So I always travel with a lip balm, and I carry a lip balm, my Clé de Peau lip balm, which is a tube, so it's a lot more sanitary to apply on the go. I usually use this one at night. And for those who haven't seen my top 10 lip balms post on the blog, this is the Perfecting Lip Balm by the brand Uemura, and I believe that's how you pronounce it, but if I am incorrect, please feel free to correct me. And I love this lip balm, so I use this at night. Now, I always travel with Kevyn Aucoin eyeshadows. I love my shimmering loose eyeshadows. These are citrine and rose quartz. I cannot live without these products. I'm wearing the rose one today. And I usually pack at least one of his eyeshadow duos. This is number 207, the one I used in my tutorial recently. I love the highlighter shade, which I am actually wearing in my inner corner today as well. I think Kevyn Aucoin makes some of the best eyeshadows on the market, so I highly recommend you give them a try if you have yet to try them. I also always travel with my By Terry Touche Veloute concealer just because it is a very lightweight formula, but it doesn't cake up on my dry skin. I also always carry my Dior Show Iconic Overcurl, which is my new Holy Grail mascara. I'm currently testing the new waterproof version, so look out for that in a Dior video soon. I also carry my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer for blemishes. And I also have my By Terry Ombre Black Star cream eyeshadows. In the bottom left pouch, I have 2 of my M compacts. One is the Bare Love Me For Me powder, which I am also wearing today. I really love to use it to set. And I have my Perrier Spirit brush wipes. I carry these since I normally don't have time to wash my brushes while I'm on the go. And I also have my Shade Play Concealer in Light. I love this one for face and blemishes, especially when I just want to use one concealer that day. Now, most of these travel kits usually come with a brush divider that's removable, and I just carry a selection of brushes for face and eyes. Again, these change all the time depending on what is clean, but I always carry at least one of my tapered face brushes, whether it's my Hakuhodo S103 or a Sigma F25. It just depends, again, on what is clean. Now for my essentials pouch. I always carry at least one Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill, usually in a highlighter shade. This one is 29, which I think is limited edition, but I also love number 9, which is permanent. I also carry a slew of M scribble liners. This is my favorite matte liquid eyeliner. I'm wearing the Tattoo Black today, and I just absolutely love it. And I am also carrying my essential Giorgio Armani waterproof eye pencil in black. I also cannot live without my Tom Ford eye defining pen, so I always leave one in this pouch. I also carry, as you can see, a lot of eyeliners. So, of course, I've included my By Terry Linea Black Star, which is a waterproof version of Tom Ford's. I love both, but the Tom Ford is a little bit more versatile since I like the brush tips better, but the By Terry formula is waterproof, so that's where it has an edge up on the Tom Ford. And last but not least, of course, I cannot travel anywhere without my Clé de Peau eyebrow pencil. I also get asked about this a ton. If you have fine eyebrow hairs or just a few patchy bits, then I highly recommend this pencil. I know some don't think that it has enough pigmentation, but if you have very fine eyebrow hairs like I do, a lot of the traditional eyebrow pencils leave your brows feeling very waxy and totally drawn on, like they've been tattooed on. So the Clé de Peau is the absolute best if you have thin, sparse, or fine brows, or a combination of all 3 of those. So I highly recommend the Clé de Peau pencil. You do have to purchase the cartridge and the pencil holder separately, which I have shown before. So here's the cartridge, the actual pencil, and this is just the case. And last but not least is the largest pouch of the bunch. I have my lip products in here. Currently I have a By Terry lipstick, some NARS pencils, a Laura Mercier lip gloss, but again, these change all the time. A lot of times I carry Chanel. Like I said, I've already mentioned the essentials. I love traveling with at least one Tom Ford eyeshadow palette. Most recently, I've been traveling with She-Wolf, which is now a discontinued product. I've also been using the Mika for Shoe non-stop. This is the Spiral Duo in number 1. And I think that this one will be in permanent rotation here because it is absolutely gorgeous. I use the shimmery shade in the inner corner, and I often use the brown as a transitional color. So I love this and I highly recommend it. Unfortunately, just like the Tom Ford, it is a limited edition product, so I do recommend picking it up while you can. Now, of course, is my Holy Grail Tom Ford bronzer. I cannot live without this one. It's still my favorite bronzer of all time. It's matte, it's pigmented, it's buildable, and it just looks really good on the skin. Now, last but not least, for all of these products is my Coquetto Triple Lighting Powder. I do carry a lot of powders, but it just depends on what my skin needs. This one has SPF in it, so if I know I'm going to be outside, I do like to use this one for the extra sun protection. And it's just one of the best powders because it's almost undetectable. It's called a powder foundation, but if you apply it with a brush, it has very sheer coverage. So it feels more like a setting powder than a powder foundation like the M or my beloved Armani. To some, this may seem like a ridiculous amount of product. So if you're more minimal, then I truly applaud that. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!